Hello, developing mediums. Do you ever worry that you might accidentally go psychic when doing a mediumship reading? Have you been told by a teacher or another developing medium that you went psychic? Do you believe that going psychic happens without your conscious awareness? If this sounds familiar, then this video is for you. We will debunk the myth about accidentally going psychic during a mediumship reading. We will also explore the science behind why going psychic without your intention is impossible during a reading. Mediumship is often shrouded in mystery, misconceptions, dogma, and beliefs. One prevalent myth portrays psychic experiences during mediumship as happening accidentally, especially with beginner mediums. This notion suggests that mediums are passive conduits, susceptible to unsolicited psychic intrusions. However, this perception is far from the truth. Delving deeper into how spirit communication occurs reveals a different narrative, one where intention and attention play pivotal roles. Belief in accidental psychic incidents during a mediumship reading often stems from a lack of understanding. Just as we choose our words and actions in the physical world, we can direct our consciousness to connect with those in spirit. The phrase, "where attention goes, energy flows," is accurate with mediumship. Lynn McTaggart's book, The Intention Experiment, explores how focused intention can influence physical reality. McTaggart compiles scientific research to support the idea that human intention can have tangible effects on the world. The book presents several experiments conducted by reputable scientists demonstrating intention's power. Experiments with random event generators, or REGs, show that human intention can affect the randomness of these devices. This suggests a flow of mental energy has an influence on physical systems. McTaggart introduces the concept of a field of consciousness. This field is where focused intentions can create ripples that affect the material world. During a mediumship reading, mediums focus on tuning into the energy of spirit. The spirit communicator is part of this field of consciousness. Mediums often describe the process of connecting with spirits as an energetic exchange. Many mediums may begin their sessions with the intention to connect, mentally prepare, and direct their attention to a specific spirit communicator. Intention refers to a mental state that involves planning and committing to a course of action. In a mediumship reading, the plan or intention is to communicate with a spirit. Attention is the cognitive process of selectively concentrating on one aspect of the environment while ignoring others. In this case, the medium will be putting their attention on the spirit communicator, aligning with the idea that focused intention and attention can allow energy to drive an outcome towards a specific goal. In the case of mediumship, spirit communication via the subconscious mind. This underscores the importance of intention and attention in mediumship readings. Therefore, the idea of accidentally going psychic underestimates the research and science as outlined in McTaggart's book. The heart of the intention experiments is the premise that our thoughts are not merely passive observations, but potent forces capable of creating tangible effects. Mediums undergo years of training and practice to hone their skills. Part of this skill is being aware when focused on the spirit world, rather than the sitter in front of them. This intentional approach underscores that psychic connections during a mediumship reading are not arbitrary. For psychic events to occur, they must be deliberate acts of conscious connection. In other words, a complete awareness of focused intention and attention on a living person. If you are a developing medium and you know you have your attention and intention on the spirit communicator, there is no doubt, and research supports it, that you are in a spirit link. So what happens then? Why are developing mediums being told that they are going psychic when they are in a spirit link? We are going to outline 3 of the most common reasons this assumption occurs. The first reason is the wording of the evidence. The way a medium expresses information can influence how it is perceived. For example, suppose a medium provides detailed and specific information about the sitter's life, the person receiving the reading. It might be interpreted as psychic insight rather than a message from the spirit communicator. However, most often, when the sitter's life is brought up, there is a reason why spirit is bringing it up. For instance, this could validate an after-death communication between the sitter and the spirit. Or it could be the spirit building a story expressing gratitude for how the sitter honored them after passing. There are many possibilities. If the medium is fearful or assumes that the impression is psychic, there is a potential missed opportunity for a deeper connection with the spirit communicator. It is important not to accuse or assume from the outside looking in that a medium has gone psychic. Beginner mediums, especially, are already trying to navigate the rough seas of building confidence with their mediumship skills. For a medium to be accused of going psychic unwittingly can be confusing and even off-putting to the developing medium, especially when they know they have their focus on the spirit communicator. Allowing the medium to work through whatever impressions they receive is optimal. They learn not only the subtleties of mediumship, but also the art of expressing evidence that resonates with the sitter. The second reason for the perception of going psychic is the practice of overlapping these abilities. Some practitioners regularly converge these abilities in mediumship readings. They may use their psychic abilities to enhance the messages they receive from spirit, further complicating the distinction between mediumship and psychic information. This overlap can sometimes blur the lines between the two practices, especially in the eyes of the sitter or an outside observer. This overlap is also amplified with mediums on social media and in television shows. The medium is very aware when they have shifted their intention and attention to the sitter. Janet Nohavec, a renowned evidential medium and former Catholic nun, has shared insights into the distinctions she makes between psychic readings and spirit communications. She could clearly distinguish when she accessed psychic information and evidence from a spirit link. Nohavec intentionally shifted her focus between psychic and spirit link modes. She would set a clear intention before reading to connect with the sitter's energy for a psychic reading, or open herself to the spirit world for a spirit communication. This intentional approach underscores that psychic connections are not arbitrary, but deliberate acts of conscious connection. The third reason involves the sitter's expectations. The sitter's understanding of the differences between mediumship and psychic readings can lead to misinterpretations of evidence. If a medium provides information that resonates deeply with the sitter's current life situation, the sitter might assume it is a psychic reading rather than a message from the spirit. For example, Sarah goes to a medium for a reading in hopes of connecting with her mother in spirit. During the reading, the medium says to Sarah, "Your mother is showing me coffee." Sarah, wanting to help the medium, exclaims, "Well, I had coffee this morning with my breakfast." If the medium believes that psychic information is accidental, the medium may assume that the sitter is correct and was impervious to the psychic information from the sitter. The solution for the psychic assumption is to allow for further impressions from spirit. The medium could say, "Let me return and ask your mother for more clarity." As you can see, confusion can easily result from a lack of understanding of the distinct processes involved with mediumship readings, psychic readings, and the medium's delivery style. Let's review debunking the myth of accidentally going psychic and the three potential underpinnings. Based on the principles of intention and attention outlined in Lynn McTaggart's The Intention Experiment, it is improbable for a medium to accidentally slip into a psychic state during a mediumship reading without knowing. The deliberate nature of setting and maintaining intention ensures that mediums remain focused on their specific task, whether it is connecting with a spirit communicator or reading the energy of the living. The three reasons reviewed for the observer misconceptions. Reason 1. How a medium is wording evidence. Expression of evidence during a reading can significantly influence how it is perceived by sitters, teachers, and outside observers. Reason 2. Overlap in the practice of mediumship and psychic skills. This overlap can blur the lines between the two practices, especially in the eyes of the sitter or an outside observer. Reason 3. The expectation of the sitter. Sitters might believe that the medium is using psychic abilities and wants to help the medium by validating psychic information. Next time you do an evidential mediumship reading, when your intention and attention is on the spirit communicator, that is exactly who you are with. An upcoming video will discuss the techniques for handling these situations in greater detail. Until then, happy practicing and developing your mediumship skills. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please like, subscribe, and share. It is the hope to make this knowledge available and demystify mediumship. Your support with the YouTube algorithm will help get this information out to those who may seek it. With sincere gratitude, till next time.